All right, we have less than 24 hours, and I will be moving. I'm ready. This looks ready, right? I just have to pack all of this, fit what I can in a car, and move. Yeah, the bed's not fitting, or the dressers. Next time. But Kirby will fit. So, yep, time to get packing. Okay, it is 4 a.m. almost. The lighting's terrible, but here we go. Car is packed. I'm driving to California. Whee! Alright, it has been over 12 hours. It is now actually 6 p.m. and I have been driving since 4 a.m. on no sleep. I am less than 200 miles to Los Angeles, so I'm almost there. I stopped in Medford, Oregon, my first stop. I wanted to get donuts there, and the first place I tried to go to was like Peace, Love, and Donuts. Could not find. The buildings are under construction, so I went somewhere else, and actually I'm not even going to mention it because they weren't that good. They were just glazed donuts, and yet they actually irritated my mouth and made me feel a little nauseated. They weren't really anything special. Medford was just kind of a mess. I got lost a couple of times trying to find where I wanted to go. And I've just been driving since. I stopped at Burger King once because I needed a bathroom, had their chicken ring fries, and now, since my coworker said I had to do this when I went to California, and I didn't do it on my vacation, I am stopping at In-N-Out, which I've had once. I've had the In-N-Out burgers. That's it. So I'm going to go have that. I'm really hungry. I haven't stopped since like noon. And then finish driving so I can get some sleep. But I almost moved to California with all my stuff in my car. Yep, almost there. Alright, it's bad lighting, but we made it. LA, and it is 9:46. Not bad. It's starting 4 a.m., but we're here. Yay. Hi again. I decided to do sort of a combined video since I have some very short clips from moving, but not enough to really qualify for its own video. So this one will be the move along with what I've been wanting to do, which is actually my nutrition. And as I wanted to tell you about my supplements. Now, unlike some of the other YouTubers so far, I am not sponsored by any of these. These just happen to be some supplements, products I use, or some that I'm going to be testing and reviewing in the near future. I don't have a lot, but I just have a little bit. Most of them are going to be non-whey. I do have a mild dairy allergy, which means I don't do a lot of whey products, but I do have some. Also, one thing I wanted to talk about briefly was the actual concept of food challenges. I know a few people on YouTube who do some. Sophia, I like to watch her channel because she has some pretty fun ones. I am looking to do some in the near future. I like the idea of the dozen donuts. I'd like to do the vegan donuts. If I could talk, I would like to do the vegan donuts from Donut Friend, but it's a little pricey, so that one's gonna have to wait while I save up money. But I also might do like dozen cupcakes or something like that. And then I'd like to do a more savory challenge, maybe the $1.99 menu, something like that. Or I know a few people did Chipotle burritos. I'm not a fan of Chipotle. We'll keep that a secret, even though I'm a powerlifter. I'm not into Chipotle. But we'll see. If you have any suggestions, go ahead and put them in the comments. Tell me what type of food challenge you'd like to see. I definitely appreciate any comment at all. But some suggestions would be great because it seems like a lot of fun to do a challenge every now and then just to spice up the whole eating in a calorie deficit, which I have to get back to. I will be back to my deficit tomorrow. Well, actually, today because I haven't eaten much. So today's going to be a deficit again, and yesterday was driving around, so who cares about that. But these are going to be my supplements. I have protein-based supplements only. I don't take anything else yet besides some BCAAs, which I need to get a new BCAA. I haven't found one that I like yet, though I did notice less soreness when I was doing it. I haven't taken BCAAs for about a month, and I do notice it, but I've also been not on a program in the gym, which I think has the biggest effect too. So I do take BCAAs, but I don't have any currently with me to show you. I'm still looking for one that I would like. However, what I do take on a regular basis, or I try to take with me, and sometimes I like to have, and by regular basis I mean 3 times a week or so maybe. I don't do stuff like protein powders every day. I do eat a lot of regular food, but was convenient to have, especially since I only get about 30-minute lunch break at work, and I get 15-minute regular breaks that I don't take, but I take on occasion. And I'm not sure how the new work environments will be in the new store because it's very different. So it'll be convenient to have some protein bars. And I do like most of the flavors. They vary, but I did find a non-whey protein bar, which has been a lifesaver. And they're called No Cow bars. They look like this. No Cow. They have a few different flavors, but these are also 20 grams of protein. Unlike some of the vegan and vegetarian type protein bars I found at Whole Foods and other sort of high-end or vegan type based grocery stores, the ones that go more organic and naturals, they tend to be like 12, 16 grams of protein for like 300 calories, and they have a lot more of the ingredients like that you find in an energy bar, like the Cliff Bar, like most of the Cliff Bars and stuff like that, are based more on giving you carbs and fuel to move, not so much focusing on the protein. Though some bars claim to be protein bars at 8 grams, which is not what I qualify for one. Anyways, these are non-whey. They are vegan, and they also have a muffin, this brand does, that are pretty decent. But I really do... Is this one? No, okay, this wasn't the muffin, scratch that. This one, they do have the butters. They have the nut butters, D's Naturals. And but the bars are really good. I actually like the blueberry, and I didn't even like blueberries that much till recently. And this is just a chocolate peanut butter. They also have a raspberry one, and then they have a mint chocolate one. I don't recommend the mint chocolate. It kind of tastes like chocolate covered peanut with mint aftertaste. So I don't recommend those. But aside from the vegan protein bars, I do on occasion eat whey. I have the traditional Quest bar. I do like the cinnamon roll. Definitely, I only eat Quest bars if I have access to a microwave. I don't like to just eat them plain. But during summer, it might be okay if you leave them in the car. And then I try some, but yeah, definitely need a microwave Quest bars to get the right texture going. And then I do try other ones. I'm going to try this one. I haven't had the chocolate cake one. But One Nutrition's okay. I don't like MetRx bars very much. Is the only one I found so far. I like their chocolate peanut butter. Nothing else. I could not even eat the cookie dough at all. I had to spit it out. They did get the texture right. I will say that texture was cookie dough. Taste, no. And then, of course, because they're delicious, Lenny and Larry. These are the ones who have the muffin. The muffins are okay. The pumpkin cookie is better than the pumpkin muffin. But the double chocolate muffin is really good if you're really craving a muffin. And, hey, it has the protein, so you get both. They are kind of the same, where it's half a calorie as one serving, so they're really like 300 calories for 16 grams. I don't go for this if I'm really eating a lot of protein, but it is a nice treat, and I do love snickerdoodle cookies, or snickerdoodle anything, but yes, cookies are amazing. So I try to have a couple of them around. I was buying at a store where I could get them for like $1.99 back up in Oregon. I don't know where I'm going to get my supplies here, so that'll be interesting. But I do have plenty of protein stuff for now, so that's okay. And now we can move on to the protein powder. I don't drink protein shakes often, less than once a week. I'm not a big fan of the protein shake, but I do on occasion. However, I also make protein cakes. So, I think I saw a recipe on Cara Cora's website where she did it with whey, and it was a little easier and quicker. But I found a way to make it with the vegan protein powder I have, and basically it tastes kind of like a cake. It's not like my most favorite thing in the world, but it's a good way. And if you add a little bit of peanut butter on top, like half a serving, you don't even need a full serving, it was a really delicious way, especially the banana. And so the vegan one I have is the vegan approved raw fusion. It was okay as a shake. I have drank it once as a shake before, but I do prefer just using it for making cakes, or you can make pancake. I haven't really done that much, but I might in the near future. But I really love the banana nut. It's probably my favorite. The vanilla's okay. It just depends on what you add to them. And the chocolate strawberry doesn't have a strong flavor to it. So I would definitely add stuff to it if I was going to make stuff for that one. And no, I'm not vegan or vegetarian. If the whey protein bars didn't help with the vegan thing, I just happen to have a dairy allergy, so I have to limit it. In fact, I had some glazed donuts on the drive, which weren't that great, as I'd mentioned, and they irritated my tongue, and then I got nauseated. I definitely made sure when I was buying fast food not to get anything with cheese, unfortunately, as much as I would love to have a cheeseburger. When I went to In-N-Out, I had to have the plain burger because I just had too much dairy over the last 2 weeks, so I tend to start getting reactions and itching, and I'd like to avoid that. And plus, I start getting nauseated over any type. Even just a little bit of chocolate will make me nauseated if I'm having a reaction. So, moving on, I have this brand called Carnivor. It's in a bag because it doesn't seal very well. But this is a beef-based protein. And I have their original as well. This is their caffeine infused. I believe it does use a little bit of whey. But their original is just the beef-based protein powder, which I have here in my folders. The tubs are really big. So once I got low, I actually put it in a smaller one. But I like this chocolate-based one. It's chocolate pretzel, but it actually just tastes like chocolate. And that's the only one I use for shakes. I have their fruit punch. Don't do it. Beef should not taste like fruit, is my guess. Because it didn't, I mean, it was edible, but not that great. I definitely recommend the chocolate. And clip 2, it turns out my camera actually has a time limit. So if I go over the time limit, it starts flashing. So it's flashing at me, but I was talking about the beef-based protein. And it does seem a little weird at first, but it's actually, the chocolate turned out really great. And I would buy it again. I would buy just the regular chocolate because pretzel, unless you're crushing on pretzels and putting it on top of sludge or something, it's just, you can't really taste, it's not a flavor you're going to be able to capture in a powder, at least a protein powder. But I do like the chocolate, and my only other suggestion is don't try to make the protein cake like Caracora's recipe. If you microwave just this and the liquid ingredients and the baking soda that is recommended, it does nothing. It bubbles a little bit, but it does not make an edible product. So this is not a microwavable one unless you add other ingredients. You're going to have to add some type of flour and everything in order to make it work as a cake. I haven't tried it in the protein fluff angel food cake type recipe because I've been struggling to make the egg whites stiff peaks. I need to work on that when I have room in a blender. I'd show the apartment, but other than the closet, the bed, and the little kitchen and bathroom, it's a studio. I'll give you an apartment tour if you'd like one when we have an actual apartment and not a studio. But before my lighting goes away and I look even worse, let's finish up. I do have some things I'm going to be trying. And that is, I won from bodybuilding.com. And by one, I mean 2 of us were in the same weight class out of 3 prizes. And so I get product for my 125 bench press, which was actually terrible, more like 115 bench press. But I got to try, I won titanium whey, which is a whey-based one, so it's obviously one I can't have very often. It is the first prize I actually have gotten from that competition, which is totally fine. But it's by San, and I've never tried any of their products before, but they were nice stuff. And what I like about some of these nutrition companies is when you order it online, they will send you some little stuff along with it. So along with this, sorry, keep going out of the frame there, but they sent Raw Fusion, which I actually already like, which is kind of nice. Or as other, like bodybuilding.com will send some little samples of whey proteins. It's a nice thought, and I will try them when I can, but they also sent... Okay, so I had to turn off the air conditioner because I'm running out of time. So, they sent like a little BCAA and along with it. Try nice out. Berry pomegranate. After the fruit punch protein powder, I'm a little not into fruit punchy type ones, but we'll see how this one goes. But it's kind of nice that they send those. They send little samples for you to try other things. And I will be doing full review of this one. I didn't do, most of the time if I have samples, I'll just do like a taste test, but I will actually do a full product review when I've tried this several times. And actually, my phone gives random times, it turns out. So, as I was saying, I'm going to do a full product review of this and any other ones that I get from the bench press competition from bodybuilding.com. And just tell you know overall what I think, but I also do taste tests. So, that will be something you will see in the near future, a little taste test of what I think about first trying things, mixability. It'll be fun. It's something to post besides bro eating and hopefully food challenges I'll get in the future, and you'll see some weightlifting. In fact, I have picked a program to do until my peak cycle. I'm going to go with 531, and hopefully Wendler's got a pretty good program on there. Lots of choices to make with it, but I'm looking forward to using Wendler's cycles and trying 531 before I start my peak, which will actually be sooner than anticipated because I spend a little too much time wandering around doing nothing, plus the move and everything, but it will be good. I found there are some gyms in the area that I currently have a membership to, and I'm also going to be looking at finding something else because it is not a powerlifting-based gym. Anytime Fitness is great for general fitness, but they don't really get their equipment based around what powerlifters might want or need. So we'll see some changes in the future, but for right now, supplements. I am now officially living in LA. I start work tomorrow at my job with my same company, and we'll get back to more videos. Hopefully also some writing. I am hoping to finish up Northwest. I'm on chapter 22, and it is going to be the last chapter. I have close to 60,000 words, so hey, we have writing, we have fitness, I did lifting today, and maybe I'll have a protein shake next week. We'll see. But until then, have fun lifting.